Yes? What is it?
Hear that? Magnesium. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the... Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving. You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. Just remember, it's not the alcohol. Buy more of that too. Alcohol is not the problem. And it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine. Nor smoking for 40 years. It's...
Boy, am I ever so grateful to you, officer. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
Hi again, gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night. Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life. Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people... Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even... Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society. Where all that... We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature. There, you can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on. Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme érotique afterward.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Boy, am I ever so...
Hi again, gendarme. Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. I guess you will. Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's you again. What is it?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height. There's a yellow ribbon tied. Someone is close enough to...
Huh?
And I need...
God damn it. Sorry.
I'm gonna...
With a loud... The key is brass.
Come on, man.
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
It could open the door in the...
It's worth a try.
Didn't even know it was there.
Never even seen it. Someone must...
It's you again. What is it? What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it? God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
No? Well, whatever then, Copper.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with? Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Be anything else you wanted to know? Was, like before, just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then.
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Respectable professions don't shoot kids, Cerdo. They don't beat confessions out of prisoners.
Easy there, Al. Sit down. We got one of our own to take care of, so let's not get worked up. Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Yeah, maybe.
He does not sound very convinced anymore.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" That lying, scamming. We're done. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
What the hell are you talking about? Look around, cop. These men are dock workers. They don't want to hear.
I don't know, boss. I'm always up for a...
Yeah, me too. I'm always up to...
You won't hear it. That's enough for the circus now, officer. Let's do procedural questions, or even, why not take a little breather?
These working class oafs don't know how to talk about feelings. You shouldn't have opened up to them, or anyone.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeeligers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men? What do you mean, okay? Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
This guy will be the first one to bail. Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right, this is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
You just killed yourself, like I said you would. Suicide.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of...
It's you again. What is it?
Your local law.
Yeah, God.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not admit...
No.
No.
I don't remember.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Auntie La...
Marianne, amigo.
Be anything else you wows?
Us kids.
Get one.
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Respectable.
Easy there, Al. Sit down.
Police paraphernalia doesn't...
No problem.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens.
that
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
locker room. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking
Yes.
funny.
Seems like
All right.
Please try to...
This is just perfect. Just fucking...
you don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I ask for your opinion. Not
But she didn't.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Why?
Success. They admitted to...
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Handled him?
Yes, yes. We heard all about it, and the fact still stands.
Yeah.
He does not sound very convinced anymore.
I already told you.
There's less gusto in it.
Come on, Titus.
You know what? Next time. Nah. Yeah.
On the floor, bed.
What is this, quiet?
Why do we make it
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's you again. What is it? It's you again. What is it? Yeah.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happened.
Let them come.
You heard.
Yeah.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling
The fuck?
We're not bees.
Easy.
Yeah.
These people...
No, they're not. We got weapons of our own.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and... What do you mean? Okay. Goddamn right.
Fuck yeah, we
Yeah.
this guy will be the first one to bail.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy, just remember it's about more.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
It wasn't that. It wasn't.
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer,
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have...
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy, too. And we went upstairs. Sure as day, the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse, we hanged. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police radar. They're powerful, connected to the Moore Lantern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Me too. You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go. Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Take that into account.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for
I knew it.
Well,
The little you could ask her about this when you get the time. There's really...
Oh,
One cryptid, not a couple.
He nods. Cryptids, ooh, tough choice there.
No. It's the cryptid. Oh, yes. The eight-eyed
mutation.
Until
This renown seems a bit dubious.
it happened on a botanical alone. He was lost. Every now and then, the bird would, yes, or the professor. Then, the Tetator, the bird, was controlling his mind. The eight-eyed Tetatorn, absolutely.
Modern raid.
This one,
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Sadly, yeah.
Not really.
Very.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People be like the gnome of Jeroma. Oh, yes, it was. A couple of... It's still...
If the body of the...
Alas, instead...
Alas. Always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that...
I understand your sketch.
Hey, you promised you...
The lieutenant...
Ah, fuck.
Well, the giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert. The towering lumen, no one knows for sure.
Who are you?
That's what makes... There are...
Great. This is great shit. Gravity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific...
What an
Of course. All fairy tale. Okay.
It's the cold...
Kola Mama Dakwa can also be trained.
Yes, although the low...
Fine, I'll bite.
Many scientists have asked this. It could be. Plenty. When playing back recordings they had made, the scientists...
She transformed.
They realized that they had discovered. They grew quite... Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are... That is... They tried to communicate...
This lady... Psst, they cancelled.
Exactly. After that...
Of course.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Cryobacter. Yes, a bacterial colony. Michanu disappeared shortly after injecting her... Yes.
It's actually a little hard to see.
Yes, and we can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now. Of course, dear. Oh,
Ramblings.
Darling.
Measuring.
You were a
reflexive.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out. I looked up. I didn't know that I tried, but...
Where did you go?
I ran back for years.
We were on a day.
So that...
It did, yes.
The way it moved. If it weren't for Lena, I'm on...
Our first, yes.
Not all of them.
It's hard to...
What if it is the case?
How could she?
So she couldn't have...
That's true. You trying to tell us you saw the insulin?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just...
Date of birth generator. You were born in the year 07. In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once. Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation, officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay, and he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but...
He's a scaredy cat.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
You see a heavy steel door with, you immediately feel drawn to the color. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No, smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop. Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Over there, in the corner, not just any lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene.
Ah, great.
Cornelius, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Indeed, think of them as balls. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A Mesk nationalist. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids, other people's kids too, sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their death, suddenly a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them, get tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over. I've been wondering the same.
There goes nothing, finger boy. All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment, the lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't?
He doesn't.
No. You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist...
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now. Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations. No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique. It is lame. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop. It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story. That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball. It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents. Not only to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.